What's happening, guys, and welcome back to our channel. Video games have come a long way from the early days of computer to today's world of Xbox and PlayStation, but one thing remains the same. It never fails to entertain us. However, we're here to take you back to the past because we're going to look at the best retro games of all time. So without wasting any more time, let's get back to your childhood. Number 4, Pokemon Red and Blue. Today's children don't know the struggle and fun that 90s kids got to experience with the Pokemon Red and Blue. Remember coming from school and being excited to play this amazing game not on your Xbox or PlayStation, but your desktop computer? Today's kids will never be able to understand that kind of excitement. Forget Pokemon Go or Sword and Shield. This 1996 classic propelled the game freaks into the public eye and became an unprecedented success. It's undoubtedly one of the best Game Boy games of all time. Catching every Pokemon and beating the Elite Four remains the greatest challenge of all time, and picking the best team was anything but plain sailing. Pokemon was more than just a game. It was an immersive story, a franchise that we lived and breathed both on the Game Boy and the TV. It was tactical, and it made you think about trading with friends and spending quality time with them in the same room, which is quite difficult these days with the technology and online gaming. Plus, let's not forget that without Red and Blue, we'd never have Gold, Pearl, Diamond, or any of the other classics. So it was the base of all the other wonderful games that we can't ever forget. Number 3, Space Invaders. If you ask people aged 40 to 45 about what they wanted to become in the future as kids, most of them would say that they always wanted to go to space as kids. And why is that so? Well, it's because of this super cool game they used to play in their childhood. We're talking about Space Invaders. It's one of the most influential games of all time, and we're pretty sure every single one of you will have played it at some point. It's safe to say that it's the greatest and best retro game of all time. Not only is this the best, but it's been the game that earned the most money back in 1978. The game almost earned $13 billion. Oh yes, $13 freaking billion. Just imagine how many people would have loved the game back then for it to make that much money. If you're looking for a game that should come with an addiction warning, then this baby is it. Space Invaders is one of those games that anyone can play and one that never gets old. In fact, I'm willing to bet that it will probably outlive us all. Aliens move down the screen towards a little green gun turret. Players move said turret and try to shoot down the invaders from space. It's that simple, but once you start playing, you'll never be able to get yourself to do anything else but play the game all day long. Number 2, Street Fighter 2. Just reading this name would have taken you back to the days of beating and getting beaten, right? Children these days are so busy playing PUBG and The Lord of the Rings, they have no idea how amazing it felt playing the one-to-one fighting game Street Fighter 2. Just think about the players in this game: Guile, Ken, E Honda, Chun-Li, and Talcine. There are so many incredible characters to choose from, each with their own fighting style to boot. If you're a button-mashing player, then the premise is simple. All you have to do is hit everything as fast as possible and try not to die. Still, there are tons of moves to learn if you want to get the best out of each character, including the epic Hadouken. Back then, every child's goal was to play 3 rounds in a best-of-3 battle, knocking down your opponent's health to determine who the ultimate warrior truly is. Not only did that make us feel good, but it made us feel powerful. It's truly and will always be our favorite game of all time. Number 1, PacMan. This game doesn't need any introduction because literally almost everyone knows PacMan. Whether you've watched him in the Pixels movie or played him in the arcades back in the 80s, you're bound to know this dot-gobbling dude and his 4 ghost mates. It is without a doubt the best retro game of all time. If you're today's kid and have no idea about the game, don't worry, we won't let you miss it. So this is how it goes. Players move the little wheel of cheese dude around epic retro mazes, racking up a high score and trying to stay away from the colored blobs with eyes. But this isn't as easy as it sounds, you know. Once you get into the maze, it can be really difficult sometimes to get away from these ghosts, but the game is so addictive that no matter how many times you die, you'll always try again. So, what are your favorite retro games? Do let us know in the comments down below, and I'll catch you guys later in another video. Bye now!